much. Please be seated. So we're just going to skip through a few scriptures real quick. Not that the Word of God is not important, because it is. But I have just a few minutes. And I already heard Pastor Lane admit that he had a little bit of some storms this week, right?
Yeah.
So let me have a couple readers. Sister Andrews, get for me 1 Peter 5:10, please.
Amen.
And someone else, get me 8:18, please.
Amen.
Let me know when you have that.
Amen.
And I am going to get 2 Corinthians 4:15-17.
Amen.
Okay, Sister Andrews, 1 Peter 5:10.
But the God of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you.
Whoa. So that says after you have what? Suffered for a little while.
Yes.
He's going to make you perfect.
Yes.
He's going to establish you.
Yes.
Why are we so afraid of tests and trials and storms?
Hallelujah.
Come on, say it.
That's what we're called to, folks.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Romans 8:18. You have it, sweetheart? I don't remember who I asked to get that, but you have it already? Go ahead.
For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Whoa.
Hallelujah.
Is it all about perspective?
Hallelujah.
It's all about perspective.
Yes. All right.
We go through these storms and we go through them like God doesn't know what's going on and like He didn't send them our way.
Yes.
Hello? Like He didn't approve us to go through the storm.
Yes.
But it's all about perspective.
Yes.
Becca, read that again, please.
For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
The suffering of this present time is not worthy to be compared to the glory.
Preach.
You know, I think about Paul.
Yes.
How did Paul make the prison walls come down?
Yes.
How did he do it? How did he do it? Yeah, by praise. And what about Job? You know, Job had verse 1 messenger, and while he was yet speaking, another messenger came. And while he was yet speaking, another messenger came. And while he was yet speaking, yet the last messenger came.
Yes.
And what was Job's reaction? He rent his clothes. He shaved his head.
Yes.
In the natural, he was broken. He was grieved. He was hurt. He was devastated. But then what did he do? After he did that, he fell to the ground and he worshipped Jehovah. He worshipped. How much would our lives turn around if we reacted to trials and storms like that?
All right. Teach
But God is still God. God is still God. God saw this all. God knew this was coming. How much quicker would we maybe get through the storm? Now, last reference. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 4:15-17.
Amen.
You know, when I think about Job, a few things, really. First of all, the devil didn't come to God asking for Job. Did he? The Bible says, God said, have you considered my servant Job, who's perfect and upright in all of his ways?
Yes.
Why would God do that? Number one, he knew he was going to be glorified, and he was going to turn it around for Job's good. That's the first thing. God was going to be glorified. Number two, he knew what was on the end. He knew he was going to restore to Job twice what he had before. Right? Consider this. When did God turn Job's captivity? And when did God restore to him twice what he had before? The Bible says in Job 42:10, and after he prayed for his friends,
Yes.
those friends,
They came and accused him.
Those friends.
Yes.
What did he say?
That falsely accused him.
Yes.
Those friends.
Yes.
After he prayed for his friends, God turned his captivity and
Teacher.
restored to him twice what he had before.
Hallelujah.
What if? Just ponder this for a moment. What if the real reason that God took Job through everything he took him through was because he knew he was going to need a righteous man
Hallelujah.
to pray for Job's friends. Because God said, you pray, I'm not going to hear it. You take your sacrifices to Job, and when Job prays, I will hear Job.
Hallelujah.
Now, what if our storms are for somebody else's good? What if our storms are so that we will pray for someone else?
Yes.
Teach us.
Is it not all about perspective?
Hallelujah.
When I was a little girl, little bitty, teeny tiny little thing, I was 10, but I was a really little girl. I was in Kansas for the summer, and I went over and stayed with a friend. And they had a sunroom. You guys know what a sunroom is? It's like 3 walls are windows, right? It's a sunroom. Well, that's where we slept that night. Except it was Kansas in the middle of the summer. So guess what came along? Great big thunder and lightning storm. Thunder and lightning storm. So the bed was white sheets and a white comforter. So I'm terrified and I'm hiding under these white sheets. But guess what? They don't block out this lightning that's coming through. And I mean, I was terrified. I was terrified. But you know what? Guess what? That storm came to pass.
All right.
So you didn't hear me. The
The
storm didn't come to stay. It came to pass.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
The storm doesn't come to stay. It comes to pass.
Hallelujah.
Wow. Wow. And I don't care what storm you look at in the natural, it doesn't come to stay. It comes to pass. Now, some storms bring death. Some storms bring destruction. They do. And I'm not minimizing that. But if I'm in a storm that brings my death, and I'm loving and serving Jesus, okay, who cares? I'm not here. Right? It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. It didn't come to stay. It came to pass.
Hallelujah.
This too shall pass.
Yes.
My husband is a scientist. He's got a doctorate in physics. So he got his doctorate in England. And I've heard him tell how he studied radar. So he studied, the elements really. And I heard him talk about being on the mountaintop, studying the lightning in the middle of a lightning storm. Now, do you think he has a little different perspective about storms than I did?
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So you know what? I no longer fear the thunder and lightning storms. Isn't that something?
Yes.
It is all about perspective.
Yes.
It's all about perspective. So let's read this. 2 Corinthians 4, 15 to 17. For all things are for your sakes. Oh, wait, for some things, right?
All things.
All things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving, of many, redound to the glory of God. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is what? Renewed day by day.
Yes.
For our light affliction, now come on. Sometimes we think these storms aren't really lightful affliction.
Amen.
Which is but for a moment. It feels like forever.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
The storm doesn't come to stay. It comes to pass. And I don't care how long, I don't care how frightening, I do care. But let's say no matter how long, no matter how frightening, no matter how devastating, no matter how tragic, no matter how destructive, no matter how much death a storm may bring, That's what I want to say to you this morning. It's all about perspective.